Hey guys, how you all doing? Tony Bing here. As you may have already guessed, given the fact I've got Cable out tonight, I'll be having a look at Domino for a team up hero. This was requested by Mike. So let's get cracking on and have a look. Domino was I believe possibly one of the first team up heroes released, so our model does look slightly dated. Our skills are ever so slightly dated. They're not too bad, but when we do compare them to Ghost Rider and Quake, they look slightly underwhelming. But let's crack on and I'll give you my thoughts overall on her. So we start off with Grenade Out. Nice enough move. Stun duration 1 second, which is a bit lower than what we're used to, 1.2 on most of our heroes, but it does have a low cooldown of only 6 seconds. We then have Artful Takedown, which is physical damage, kick and pistol. That's 6 second cooldown. It's quite a nice animation on it. There we go. Yeah, overall, that's quite nice. And then we have Trick Shot, where Domino fires a round from a rifle that freakishly ricochets between targets. So we'll put points into this. Now you notice when we put the full max points into it, actually, there we go, it goes all the way up to she can hit up to 8 enemies. Now, obviously you don't really see that when I'm fighting one single target, but what I'll do at the end of this is I'll quickly zip over to the other side of the screen and you'll get to see Trick Shot as it ricochets all round the target dummies, and the bonus is quite fun. We then have No Scope, which is physical damage, low cooldown, only 4 seconds. It actually does a not bad amount of damage as well. There we go. I do like the way it's the old firing a sniper rifle from the hip, no scoping. Pretty good. And then we have Right Place, Right Time. So brace yourself, the animation in this is pretty great. It's a huge explosion. So 2 second stun duration and 8 second cooldown. So that actually works quite well with the low cooldown and stun duration on Grenade Out. There we go. That's quite a big explosion, and it's quite great, the debris it leaves behind afterwards as well. And then we move on to her signature, Beat the Odds. So this is a steroid, crit chance 100%, brute chance 20%, with a standard buff duration of 5 seconds. As we place points in this, it's just shy of 10 seconds at max points. So there we go, that's that activated. Noticing the odd brute, nothing great. Now I would say with that, if you're going to have Domino on active and put full points in to beat the odds, you want to get gear, hostile unit tracker and biometrics enhancer that has brute rating on it. Now both of these can have a 15% brute rating, which means that with the beat the odds with an uptime of roughly 33%, when that is up, you'll be looking at a 100% chance to crit and a 50% chance to brute, which is pretty huge, to be honest. So it's something worth thinking about if you are looking to have her active. Now if you were to go active with her, I'll show you the setup that I would use. And then once I've done that, I'll talk about the passive side of things. Domino is actually, before it being a spoiler, Domino is actually a character that I believe can be well utilised in passive or active mode. So there's the setup I would be using if I was to have her out in active. And as I say, just bear in mind, if you have her active, you're really wanting to go for the beat the odds and getting your gear with brute rating on it. So if we talk about the passive side of things now, she has dodge rating 720, crit hit rating 120. So it's quite nice. Crit hit rating is always good to get. Dodge rating with certain characters like Spider-Man, for example, you're double dipping with what you get from that, but I do personally also find it useful in other characters. For a long time, Domino was my passive character on Hawkeye, and she worked perfect, boosting my crit hit a bit higher for me, giving me a bit more dodge, a bit more survivability. Now she has 3 team up while away skills. First one is Snowball's Chance, which is a steroid for yourself. So if I actually reset that now, and our skills are sadly gone away, so we'll put the full points into this. we'll actually put full points into all these here and then we'll run down and look at them. Okay, so we have Snowball's Chance, which is a steroid, and its crit hit rating 357 and crit hit damage 713 with a 10-second buff duration, so it's about 33% uptime. Then we have No Scope, which is tied in with Sniper support, and it does 300% damage of No Scope. And then we have Right Place Right Time's modifier, Leftover Explosive, and that does 200% of Right Time Right Place's damage. Now, as I mentioned, I do personally feel that Domino can be used well in passive or active mode, so just at the end here I'll give you the setup that I would be using if we did actually have her in passive mode. And there we go. So with that, what we're doing is we're getting the full steroid, we're putting max points into our 2 hard hitting skills, and with these 2 skills at 8 and 7 they're coming out at activation chance 12% and 11%. So good hero. She has aged a bit, but I still do have a soft spot for Domino, and it is great the fact that she can fill active or passive mode, because some heroes nowadays are kind of swayed heavily towards one way or the other, so it's good to see something out there to give people some options. Now, I did mention at the end what I would do is quickly zip round so we can see all these bullets firing off. So let's do that. Nice way to finish up the video. And there we go. And there it is, pretty nice, does look pretty good, and it's quite good at clearing mobs for you as well. So I actually had fun doing this team up video. I've had fun doing others, but it's good to kind of look at Domino, a team up hero I've not looked at in a while, who was one of my favourites to start off with. So if you guys have got any suggestions for the next hero, even if it's an obscure one, I'm happy to have a look, because I'm planning to run through all of them. So thanks again for tuning in, and I'll see you all again soon.